Hello, Mr. Chu here with Brack Geometry. We're going to be talking about the volume of rectangular prisms today. Make sure if these videos help you that you like the videos, give them a thumbs up, and subscribe down here to my YouTube channel so that I can reach out and help more people who are struggling in geometry. I'm wearing one of my favorite basketball ties. I was a basketball coach when I was teaching in brick and mortar, and I was always the Coach Carter type that wore ties when I was going to a game, and I would wear them to school and let the people know how much I cared about basketball. I am from Indiana, where we love our basketball. So let's just do a basic rectangular prism problem first. So a rectangular prism has a base that is a rectangle, and every face is a rectangle. So in order to find the volume, we use base area times height for our formula. But you need to know what the base area is. It's the area of this bottom down here. So it's just going to be the length, that's what my L looks like, times the width. So I have to take and use this formula after I find the base area if it's not given to me. So the base area is always going to be the length times the width. So I use the substitution property of equality, and I substitute the value of L, which is 6 meters, and I multiply it by the value of W, which is 4 meters. I use the community property of multiplication and algebraic property to multiply the numbers. I move them because you can multiply in any order, and then multiply my two dimensions, which are meters. So it's 24 meters squared. So that's the area of this bottom. Now we're just going to stack them all up with my height and my formula. The volume will be the base area times the height. I've already found the base area. So I use the substitution property of equality to substitute 24 meters squared where the capital B is. And you notice it's a capital B, and I multiply that by the height, which is 5 meters. Now once again, I use my community property of multiplication to reorder the multiplication problem. And 24 times the 5 meters squared times the meters. Need to have it like that. There we go. So 24 times 5 is 120. Meters squared times meters is meters cubed. Volume will always be in cubic meters. All right, so the problems do get harder. This is just a basic one. I wanted to show you a basic one before we got to example 2, which is a word problem. In example 2, it says, find the height of a rectangular prism given the volume and the base area. All right, so we're just going to use the substitution property of equality and use my volume equals base area times the height, and we're given the base area. I substitute, and my height, I don't know, but do we know the volume? We sure do. It's 252, so I can substitute there as well. And that's feet cubed. So I have 252, and this is times the height here. Feet times feet times feet. It just makes it easier when we cancel it like this. Feet cubed is feet times feet times feet, and that equals 18 feet times height. Okay, so I need to get rid of the 18 feet times feet, or 18 feet squared, and just get my height, because it says find the height. So I divide by 18 feet times feet on both sides. And look what happens. That foot cancels. That foot cancels. The 18s cancel, and I just got my H, which is what I want. This foot cancels with this one. This foot cancels with this one. And we're going to have feet, which is what we want. It's a dimension of our height. Now we just have to take 252 and divide it by 18. So 252 divided by 18. 18 will not divide evenly into 2, but it will divide into 25 one time. 1 times 18 is 18. We're long dividing here. Bring down, subtract. I borrow. I get 7. Bring my 2 down. And 18 divides into 72 4 times. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry the 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 72. And that means it came out even. So it is 14 feet. Okay, so this is just a little more complex problem here when you are given a word problem and you're given some of that information. And I do have some challenge problems for you, which one of them that's a little more challenging, like this example 2. Your example 1 is just a basic one because we just have to be able to do the basic problems before we can do the harder ones. So, here's my challenge problems. Challenge problem 1. You have a rectangular prism with a width of 5 inches. So I'll put all these down here so you can see them well. It's got a length of 7 inches. And it's got a height of 4 inches. Find the volume by using the base area times height formula. And remember, base area is length times width. Challenge 2. Find the width of a rectangular prism if the volume is 360 yards cubed. So right here we've got the volume is 360 cubic yards. The length is 6 yards. And the height is 12 yards. Find the width. So that one is maybe a little more difficult than the one that I showed you earlier, but you can still do it just by using these 2 formulas. Make sure you like my videos. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Mr. Chu. This is Brack Geometry, and I want to help you learn the math. So if you pause this, you can do these 2 challenge problems, and then turn it back on and see if you did them right. Because there'll be a video link up here at the end, and there'll be a playlist down here of other geometry, volume, area, perimeter problems. So stay tuned, and I'll help you understand math. In my basketball tie, I'm going to watch the NCAA tournament that is going on while I tape this. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.